All right, all right, all right, all right. We are live. All right, all right, all right, all right. We are live. Welcome, everyone. Whoa. Y'all fill the house up too quick for me. Yo, y'all got some much love going on out there. That's what we need. That is exactly what we need. My goodness. I think we're getting better, huh? I really do think we're getting better. Much love. Welcome, everyone, to tonight's premiere of Table Talk. Oh, yeah. It is a vision that I've had, I guess, back when I was covering the Kanika Jenkins case. I didn't know whether I was going to get big enough. But y'all proved me wrong. You certainly did. You not only, accepted the work that I did. I was working off a tablet at the time. Then you all got me to go out and buy a laptop and microphone and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, where am I going? And then one case led to another, which led to another, which led to another. So that love and support comes from you. And you only told me that you like what we do here on John Q's channel. Thank you. Much love to everyone showing up tonight. This is an incredible turning point for me because we are doing a spinoff from John Q, the investigative work that I do on my channel, to a portion of the channel I've been long overdue, I know, but this table talk is going to be exclusively for you. I wanted to design something exclusively to where I can interact with you on the live, during the live. And it was very difficult for me because you know my work, you've been following me. And when you can get into work like this and try to keep an eye on the chat, the moderators, what's going on, multitask behind the scenes, it's hard to really accommodate everything you want to do. So, Table Talk will accommodate you because Table Talk has been designed specifically for you. It's to interact with you in the chat like this. You see what just showed up on the screen? Like this. And like this. So, in order for me to master doing that, I had to create Table Talk so that we can get together and cover, after the investigative work is done, cover exclusively your thoughts, your statements, your comments. That's part of it. The unique part of it is that we're going to be doing live interviews on these cases and special lives promoting other channels, other content creators, you name it. We are going to cover it on Table Talk. That's the specialty of tonight's live. I wanted to get the message out there to let everyone know Table Talk is for everyone to join in and to have their thoughts, their words, how they feel shared on this channel. So if it wasn't for you that support this channel, and I say that strongly because I'm still going over comments from the last 3 lives that I did covering the Summer Wells case. That has been a major success. The last live I did, which was 4 hours and change long. Oh my goodness. I said, no, they're not going to listen to it. They're not going to even, spend like 30 minutes watching the content. And it's so important when you do, because in order for you to understand the true element of what I'm trying to bring something that's comprehensive, something that's complete as best as possible to you, so that this way you can go from the beginning of the live all the way to the end of the live. And if you have to do it in parts, that's great. I expect it. But once you get to the end, at least you're able to walk away with a different idea. The perspective that I have about the case coverage that I do. Now I see what John Q's talking about is what I want you to get. And hopefully that's what I'm able to accomplish with you. But for all of you showing up tonight for a special premiere of Table Talk, oh, you're in for a big treat, a big one. Let me give them a shout outs as I normally do in the beginning. Oh, Daphne is in the house. Sandra is in the house. Sandra Ward is in the house. Daphne Merkins is in the house. Brother Air Force is moderating tonight. I will go down the list and make sure I try to cover everybody. Sweet Caroline, welcome. Layla Love, welcome. Cat's Eye, welcome. Wee Scottish Maw, welcome. Marcelina, welcome. Bex, welcome. Carol Johnson, much love to you and welcome. Rosalie, Kit Kat, my goodness. Leslie McNair from Colorado, welcome. Leslie B is in the house moderating tonight. A special moderator from Miss Q Carlock's channel. And Air Force comes from Everyday Shenanigans channel. Yeah, it takes a special kind of person to be a moderator for John Q, and I try to pick the best that I can. They enjoy what I do, and so that's why they are who they are. Very special moderators tonight for the premiere. Kentucky Girl 270, Jay Day, Michelle Burnett, welcome. Addie Overbay, welcome. Shanae Deschanel. Is that a perfume? I hope you got one on the market because that name is definitely, tight. Welcome. Amanda Hudson. Susie Bogus. Welcome. Yaya G is in the house. Red Miller Rickson is in the house. Jason Purcell is in the house. Rosalie with a big red heart. Welcome. Michelle Bennett is in the house. KNS is in the house. Mr. Del Rayburn is in the house tonight. What's up, Del? You always show up. No, you're not late. You're not late for my live. Welcome. My goodness, we're at 254 and climbing. Oh, y'all are just too much. Carol Johnson is in the house. Trudy Miller is in the house. Heather Lynn is in the house. Miss True Crimes with Libby, my love, is in the house. She just got finished doing a live about maybe 20 minutes ago. I will be directing some people your way, love. She covered an upcoming breaking story just moments ago. I'm going to share that. And also, moderators, please share True Crimes with Libby's link in the room for everyone to join her channel, subscribe to her channel. She's a fantastic content creator. I got much love to her. She gets the news, and then I get the notification. It's breaking, so I got to share it. So I'm doing what we're supposed to do. You know, that's how it works. That's how it works. Janice Schroeder, welcome. Mama Grizzly, 907, welcome. Kimberly Earls, welcome. Afrohuman 2, welcome. Wise Old Lady, welcome. Brenda Cheek, welcome. Lip lock, no more. I hope not. Welcome. Welcome to tonight's live. TD Dean is in the house. My goodness. Teresa's in the house. Melanie Murphy is in the house. Layla Love is in the house. Leslie B, moderating tonight, is in the house. Much love to you. Sandra Ward is in the house. My goodness, from Kingsport, Tennessee. Miss Sandra Ward, welcome. Peggy Smith is in the house. I'm going down. Elizabeth Lander is in the house. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. I've seen your name up in here, and you've been following me. Thank you so much, love. The work we do is important, and when you have a moment like we're going to have tonight, well, you got to do what's necessary to do. You got to do what's necessary. You've got to make room for the people that support your channel, and the way you do that is to create something for them. And tonight, John Q has created Table Talk. Oh my goodness, this has got to be from maybe Japan. Japan is in the house. Usagi Nami. Usagi Nami. That sounds Japanese. Welcome. If you're from Japan, welcome. My goodness. Pease is in the house. Welcome. Lisa Ward is in the house. You don't know me. Hola. ¿Cómo está usted? You don't know me is in the house. Well, we'll get to know you as you get to know me. Mountain Girl 212 is in the house. Kathy Cooper's in the house. Jay Day is in the house. Jen F is in the house. Rosalie is in the house. Tracy Appleby is in the house. Emerald Flower is in the house. Down Under Crime Talks. My God, I love her accent. She's in the house, content creator. My goodness, does great work. And every time I go in her room, it's like, oh, John Q is here. Oh my God, I love you, John Q. I said, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I got you on my list. Please, for the moderators, put down Under Crime Talks. Ooh, y'all got me working already. 200 and going to 300. Erna Ashbeck is in the house. Kathy Cooper's in the house. Brandy Bradford is in the house. Mo McLaughlin is in the house. Kenny Earl, yo, brother, is in the house. Heather Lynn is in the house. Wadetta is in the house. Maito is in the house. Fine Summer Randy Prince is in the house. Yes, we have to find summer. Tracy P is in the house. Kit Kat is in the house. Yvonne Van Etchen is in the house. Kathy Cooper's in the house. We got Jennifer Height in the house. Eileen with the Purple Heart in the house. Pamela Gutierrez is in the house. Gail Thornberry is in the house. Melanie Murphy is in the house. Marcelina Shalini is in the house. Y'all got me tongue-tied and twisted with these names. You come up with these beautiful names, and you got me working. If I can pronounce your name right, my goodness. Yeah, he's good if he got my name right. Okay, John Q, I'm listening. Okay. Robin Bonadano is in the house. Evelyn Albrecht is in the house. Truth Sleuth is in the house. Hurricane Camille is in the house. Janice Schroeder is in the house. V713 is in the house. Dodo Dixon is in the house. Amanda Hudson is in the house. Mommy Grizzly 907 is in the house. Janet Condon is in the house. Sky Z is in the house. Jennifer Height is in the house. 423 Chase is in the house. 423 Chase. I heard your video about us coming together. Very well done. Very well done. Yes, it's time. Especially with cases like this, it's time. We shouldn't be bashing and bickering and all this nonsense and noise out there. It's about coming together for these cases, not going the other way. Come on now. Am Ray is in the house. Let me see. Patty Meckley is in the house. Lisa Ward, if I said your name, I'll welcome you again. How's that? Star East is in the house. Okay. Kimmy Jean is in the house. Peggy Smith is in the house. Leavid is in the house. Southern Belle is in the house. We're over 300 people. Hopefully you are sharing this. Hopefully you are checking in your attendance by hitting the like button outside the door. It helps in the algorithm to get Table Talk out there. It's a premiere tonight, so blow it up, people. Blow it up. Blow it up. Yaya G is in the house. A Stitch in Crime is in the house. Listening from Maine, New York. Okay. A Stitch in Crime. Hopefully you got a channel, because this is the channel to get it promoted. That's what we're doing on Table Talk. We are promoting you. For those that want to go to work, roll up their sleeves, either get into these cases or shine your light where your heart is. Because that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. Welcome. Welcome. Phoenix Rising. Welcome. You just got doing work with Miss Libby. You do excellent work moderating, I must say. I enjoy going to various different channels because when I'm not live, I may be on your channel and I do show up. I do. And I give you my support as you, in turn, give me support. That's how we need to do it. If there's any example out there on YouTube that needs to be the example of support, I'm going to be the first in line. I know a handful of people that will be right behind me. That's what we're about. Corinne Gonzalez is in the house. Daniel Drawson is in the house. Joyce is in the house. This is your night, folks. This is for you. Tamara is in the house. Deborah Hange is in the house. Jen K is in the house. T. Riley is in the house. Lady Sleuths are in the house. Definitely in the house. Linda Ackerts is in the house. Diane is in the house. Marie or Marie. That sounds French. Marie. Are we in France? They are in the house. Marie, welcome. Pink Butterfly is in the house. Welcome. Carla Jean Fetter is in the house. Deidre Smith is in the house. Outlaw Trucker, okay, is all up in the house from New Jersey. Janice Schroeder is in the house. Irene Clubbert is in the house. Christopher's mom is in the house. Nan Pawlowski is in the house. Poplowski is in the house. You try and do this. Say these names. Mo McLaughlin is in the house. Oh my goodness. Jack J is in the house. Becky Rogers is in the house. M. Ray is in the house. Yeah, there you go. Carol King is in the house. Boosh is in the house. Emerald Flowers in the house. Brandy Bradford, excuse me. See? You do what I do and see, don't you get tongue-tied. Is in the house. Brandy, welcome. If you're new to my channel, thank you for coming. If you've been invited to take a look at John Q's work tonight, thank you. Thank you for those that shared this channel with you. Maria Nielsen is in the house. On the Lake from Western Montana is in the house. Vicky B is in the house. Wyndon Sir is in the house. Oh my goodness. Julia for Justice is in the house. Mary H is in the house. Marley 13, my love. I got much love for you. You did something on my last live no one has done yet, but you did it, and I thank you so dearly. You know, you have blessed this channel with your true support of what we do. And when I got it, you know, I shouted you out on the live. If you didn't see that 4-hour and change live I did just a few days back, go and check it out and see what I said to Marley 13. She definitely showed some love. That was beautiful, beautiful. Vicky Dockery is in the house. Miss Nay moderating tonight. Much love to you. Miss Nay is in the house. Oh my goodness, the room is building faster than I can get these names out. Cara Oliveira. I hope I said that right. Is in the house. Millie Boricua is in the house. Tennessee Blonde. Ooh, we got a Tennessee Blonde in the house. Okay. Jackie Barty is in the house. Lisa Sandros is in the house. Arkansas White Dove is in the house. Miss Hippie is in the house. I'm getting there. Kiwi Undone is in the house. Carol King is in the house. Libby Katz, number 1, is in the house. Okay, Destiny Grant is in the house. Mama J, Miss Mama J, welcome. Miss Mama J has been following John Q for quite some time, since the Kanika Jenkins case. Check that out. And my goodness, much love to you, Mama J. You've always supported me. Welcome. Thank you. Angie D is in the house. Lorton Girl is in the house, obviously. If I said cat's eye, I'll say it again. Cat's eye is most certainly up in here tonight. JPL is in the house. Tracy with Ann is in the house. Peggy Smith is in the house. Holly W is in the house. Betty Jo Day is in the house. Sammy Sparrow is in the house. Rhonda Holm is in the house. Jeannie Baroob is in the house. Sugar Bear is in the house. Nisa Bell is in the house. Sweet Caroline's in the house. Teresa Upchurch. No relation to Ryan, right, Teresa? But then again, I like Ryan Upchurch too. I think he did a fantastic job covering the content under Summer Wells recently. His channel got blown up. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, I think I'm getting Fact Finders in the house. America True Crimes on Children is in the house. New to the channel, my goodness, welcome. Welcome. This is going to be the channel for everyone showing up tonight. You will understand why. Because John Q is trying to cue in on the truth. Much of my work is called Cue the Truth. And that's what we try to do. We cue the truth. Welcome. Welcome. Well over 325 people already. Kim Holmes is in the house. Welcome. Shay's Faith. Okay. Okay, Miss Shay. I got the faith. And you show up. Welcome. Lady Sleuth is in the house. Kathy Cooper's in the house. Angry Mimi. Well, don't be angry. But much love to you for showing up. She even brought roses for me. Look at that. Welcome. Whistle Down Checking In is in the house. Y'all got me working. MC here for Summer Wells is in the house. MC, welcome. Janice S is in the house. Doobie Redburn is in the house. Kelly Fustos is in the house. Much love to you, Kelly. Much love. Supporting the boys. We need folks supporting the boys. We'll be covering a little bit of that content in tonight's Table Talk. Oh, yes. Kit Kat is in the house. Sugar Mammy's Baby is in the house from Fresno, California. All right. Fresno is in the house. Cooter Brown is in the house. Starry Night, Tracy M is in the house. Look at all the love. This is incredible. Judo Tap Out is in the house. Amanda Hudson's in the house. Erica Hart is in the house. I'm doing good, Erica. Much love to you for joining us. Eva Chambers is in the house. I'm getting down. Hawkeye Seneca is back in the house. Moulin Rouge is in the house. Okay. Moulin Rouge. You thought I couldn't say that name, huh? Whistle Down is in the house. Laura Still is in the house. Oh my goodness. Here's one. You can't say my name, Miss Jane. I bet you I can. Miss Jane Scaringhausen is in the house. Jane Scaringhausen. Okay. Now, I want you to throw me a heart and a kiss for saying your name, Jane. Okay, because I said it. Avalon Knight is in the house. Michelle P is in the house. She even dared me. I bet you can't say my name. I bet you I did. Trudy Miller's in the house. Handcuffs and Justice is in the house. Kimmy Jean is in the house. Tweety Lynn is in the house. Okay. All right. I'm tired. We're going to end tonight's... No, I'm only kidding. All right, I'm gonna get down to the bottom of the list because y'all are tiring me out before I can get to everything. But I'll get to you as best as I can. Look at this. I'm still scrolling. Okay. All right. Everybody's here at least, and the room is gonna get packed. Tonight's live is especially for you. I wanted to create something that says we can communicate, we can talk. We can get together. We can do the work that needs to be done on these platforms, because if we realize what we have in our hands, these platforms can be used as a powerful tool for exposing the truth. Hence, cue the truth. And if there's anything that you can remember about this channel, please remember that I said, tell them, John Q said, cue the truth. Cue the truth. If you're going to be talking about something, cue the truth. Stay off the garbage, and your platform will grow. I turned around, I had a conversation with one of the content creators. I said, just a month ago, I was looking at my numbers. And I said, I'm about like 42, 43, 43, 50, something like that. I turned around, I did a few videos for the boys and a few videos for Summer Wells. And I did a video for baby Mackenzie. And I could not believe my eyes yesterday. I said, is that right? Maybe YouTube is messing with me. And I turned around and I said, oh man, I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers. How the heck did that happen? It blew my mind. I wasn't looking. I don't pay attention to those things. I pay attention to the casework that I do. But I said, oh man, where'd this come from? So I thought YouTube was messing with me. I said, nah, by tomorrow, all that'll be where it should be. And I said, oh my God. I said, are you kidding me? Miss Rhonda Holmes, it's my voice. Well, you're welcome to it tonight because it's special. Tonight is for you. It's for all of you. If it wasn't for you, I would not be here. If it wasn't for special content creators that have inspired me, that have stayed on the beam, keeping me going, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. I would have no channel at all. But when you have folks that really care not only about what they do, but what other content creators are doing to cue the truth, to get the story out there, get it out there straight, get it out there with facts, get it out there on top of the table and tell it like it is. Oh yeah, those are the ones I want to know about. Those are the ones I support. Those are the ones I like, subscribe, and promote. And if we have any business on YouTube, that's what we should be doing. We live in America. This is America. And you're about to see an example of what John Q is going to do tonight on Table Talk. Are you prepared? Let's do a sound check and let's go to work tonight. Type a 1 in the room for sound check. Type a 1 in the room for a sound check. And if I missed your name, going over all those names, I will promise you, I will catch you on the rebound. You all have been so good to me. And so I'm just going to be just that good for you. There we go. Buckle up, people. We're in motion. The convertible top is down, and if your hair is done, it's going to blow in the wind. Thank you and much love. My goodness, there we go. There we go. Sound is great. Thank you, Jennifer. Nobles is in the house supporting the boys. Orson and Orrin West, a.k.a. Classic and Sincere Pettis. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I saw you earlier on another channel. And guess what, Jennifer? I got a surprise for you. You and Miss Roro. Supporting the boys. California City Boys. Now, out of Bakersfield, California. Miss Jennifer Nobles, welcome. A special welcome to her. Miss Justice 1111 is in the house. Peggy Smith is in the house. Okay, we got good sound check. Are you ready? I know you are. Oh, man. Y'all got me going. So as I always say, let's go to work tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to John Q's Table Talk. Let's go. Here at Table Talk, everybody's opinions matter, because we only here for one reason, and that's the truth. Cue the truth. So many cases we've been facing, so many kids that have been taken. You got ours and you got on. Some of wells I just can't take. We never see John hesitate. A hard to go you can't replace. So Table Talk gon' be the place where we break down all the basics. You don't need no reservation, open mind, a little face. That's why we work another case. Kids go missing every day. We know the news, they do their thing, but John gon' come through in the pain. But this is a show for all of us, so let us know just what you think. For Table Talk, it's time to go to work. Let the people know that John is going live. It's time for Table Talk. Yeah. It's time for Table Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Mr. John Q. Y'all show him some love, man. Yeah. Let's go to work tonight.
All right. We are back. And back tonight with a special premiere of Table Talk. Table Talk is designed specifically for every single one of you that support the channel and every single one of you that support the truth. We say cue the truth. I say cue the truth for a reason, because there's not enough of it out there. And that special piece was put together by my brother. He's out in ATL. Much love to him, Mr. Boss Blake. And I threw him an idea. He threw back an idea. I threw him back a little bit more. He threw back a little bit more. He said, John, I got this. And so for Mr. Boss Blake, much love, big love from New York to ATL to you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Show Mr. Boss Blake some love. Throw some hearts at him for a special introduction. We're going to hit that one more time. And this is for you, Mr. Boss Blake. Excellent work. Let him know. Please let him know. Let's go to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to John Q's Table Talk. Let's go. Here at Table Talk, everybody's opinions matter, because we only here for one reason, and that's the truth. Cue the truth. faced. So many kids that have been taken. You got ours and you got on. And some of wells I just can't take. We never see John hesitate. A hard to go, you can't replace. So table talk gon' be the place where we break down all the basics. You don't need no reservation, open mind, a little face. That's why we work another case. Kids go missing every day. We know the news, they do they thing. But John gon' come through in the pain. But this is show for all of us. So let us know just what you think. For table talk, it's time to go to work. Let the people know that John is going live. It's time for table talk. It's time for table talk. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Mr. John Q. Y'all show him some love, man.
Let's go to work tonight.
Yeah, table talk. There you go. To my brother, much love to you. If you hear my voice, let it touch your heart, your mind, and your soul. That is one piece. And he created Q the Truth too. When I do my investigation work, that piece is also his too. He's taking good care of me. And likewise, we take good care of each other. That's what it's all about. Thank you all for supporting Mr. Boss Blake. And it's been quite a journey to get here. But tonight we're going to be, let's run the table. Kelly says, I hear you. Let's run the table. We're going to run it. Absolutely, Kelly. I feel you. Wow. Look at the love up in this room. Family is everything. It is everything. It's the only thing. And if we're living here on planet Earth, we have to do our part. We have to do it. Not just talk about it. We got to be about it. That's where we live. That's who we are. And we got all this other stuff going on. We forget who we are. We get lost in it. But if we remember where we come from, because each and every single one of us came from someone who loved us, came from a family. There's no such thing as a broken family. It just ain't right yet. When you got love in your heart and you can create another human being, and that's blessed by God, that's something else. It's a responsibility to the folks that put themselves together in harmony, in true love, to create a child called you. It's about you. You are the essence and the purity of the future to come. Every single one of you. Every single one. So what are we supposed to be doing? How are we supposed to be behaving? Well, what did mom and dad say? Pull yourself together. Do the best that you can. Be the best that you can be. And become the example of what we haven't become yet, is what they teach. It's what they teach. We get into the world, and all of a sudden, we let the news, we let the internet, we let all the outside, the world without, control us more so than we can control the world within. But I say to you tonight, if we can control the world within, we control the world without. And the only way we can control the world within is to take control back where it belongs. And then we can begin to control the world without. And the best way to do that is to start first and fresh with love in your heart every single day you breathe and you live. That's a divine law that you have the power to create. You are all creators of everything you are to this day. You stem from your past, but you've created everything you are along the way. And as time passes, you learn. You're not learning about the world without, you're learning more about the world within you. You make an adjustment, you make a shift, you come back again. That's what it's all about. Making the shift, having the breakthrough, changing your life because you are the creator of your life. God is the one who gives you that power. He has to remind you by knocking on your head from time to time to wake you up. Yeah. He's got to knock you on your head from time to time, smack you around, let you go through all the pain and the tribulation and the turmoil and the turbulence. And then you shake yourself up and say, wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm living a nightmare. Correct. How do you straighten it out? You go back to the world within. You go back inside yourself where God is, because he's present in you right now. He gives you everything you need, everything you have, everything you've received since day one. And as long as you go back there, you'll have a place of solace to reboot yourself. Once we do and we wake up from our sleep and our eyes open, we have another chance to make a difference. That's where we live. That's the only place. It's not about the past and it's not about the future. It's about the moment now. It's about the present. It's about everything that you can be right now. Where you are in this chat room makes you exactly who you are. You're in support of another. And when you can do that, you feel good. That's what it's all about. That's where it is. That's where it should stay. And that's how it should be. But I didn't come on here tonight to preach to you. I just wanted to share a little bit more of who John Q is. Tell you what I'm like. Tell you a little bit about me, my family. In fact, let's go to work. As I always say, let me show you something. And then you'll understand the reason why John Q is the way he is. Let me show you something. Let me share with you something. You see what's before you? You see what's before you. This is the reason why John Q is exactly who he is. These are my daughters. This is the reason. The truth. They are an extension of me, and I am an extension of them. These are my daughters, Amanda to the left and Dominique to the right. They have blessed me with grandchildren I talked to you about during my lives. I have two daughters, and a grandson. Man, do they help you to remember who you used to be. Remember, I said I believe the children are our future. You teach them well and let them lead the way. You show them all the beauty that they possess inside. You give them a sense of pride to make it easier. And let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. And these two beautiful women, my daughters, always remind me of who I am. Thank you. Much love to everyone for throwing out hearts. And this is what we need to say about our own family. Give or take, the good, the bad, and the ugly, we all got it. We got it. We get it. But nonetheless, we're here only for a moment. We're here for only a time. Only God knows when that time is to begin and when that time ends. How will you be remembered? And my daughters always, every time I look at them, every time I see them, every time I'm with them, they always remind me. The past is not the future. The future is not promised. The only time we have is the moment at hand. Let us do our best in the moment at hand, and we can have a better future. And that future is our children. So I wanted to share the both of them with you tonight. And they say, sister, sister. Never knew how much I missed you. And this was just a little bit of a share from me to you to help you to remind you how you used to be and how you are now and how you can be going forward from tonight's live. Thank you, ladies. They're probably sitting in the room watching, ain't saying a word, doing a little sneak attack on Dad. But before we get into the crux of it, I got to throw out my disclaimer. I'm going to share some information here tonight. There's a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for the purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit educational or personal use tips the balance in fair use. Thank you all for showing up tonight. Thank you all for showing and sharing me the love that you have for what we do here on the channel. But there's some things now that I have to address on tonight's table talk. And those things have become lightning bolts that have just showed up out of nowhere and taken us somewhat by surprise, give or take more or less. But nonetheless, these are sad instances, sad occurrences that's happening to our children these days. And that I want to focus in on a story that came to my attention. And it's a story of Xavier Harrelson. Yes, much love to all of you joining here tonight. Thank you. Thank you. And Xavier Harrelson, an 11-year-old out of Iowa, went missing back in May. And all of a sudden, we just got an update that they had found an adolescent's remains in a cornfield. And these remains happened to have clothing that represent what Xavier Harrelson had on the day he went missing. So I'm going to share with you some info on that news update, because I want you to pay careful attention to what's happening. And I'm going to be on this story now that this development has showed up. Yes, I know it broke my heart too, but we are waiting for confirmation still to this day regarding Xavier Harrelson. Let us find out, hopefully, what they tell us here in this news report, because they're still looking to identify
Around town, the missing person signs
Xavier Harrelson.
So are these orange ribbons for Xavier Harrelson. No one seems to want to take them down until there is some sort of official word, but that might not come for more than a month. The ribbons flapping in the wind reflect the length of time this community has been waiting for answers. It has been more than 4 months, and the orange
I'm going to turn that up a little bit.
symbols of hope seem themselves to be revealing that burden. About 5 miles northwest of Montezuma, remains of an adolescent
were put on hold by
Thursday
time
in a field.
But on Claire's
Doug Helms'
bridal
family
weekend at a
farms
Verbo
adjacent
Beach
to the
house,
field.
those
He
emotions
says the
also
property
made the
along the
trip.
gravel road is
Your
remote
together
and
awaits.
obscured from passing.
Okay. I know what I want to do. I'm going to skip that. Sometimes those websites happen to have multiple videos going on, and it kind of messes things up. So I'm going to go directly to a YouTube source. Sorry about that, folks. But we got to expect that from time to time. I'm going to bring it up. Much love to everyone in the chat supporting tonight's live table talk. We're going to be sharing these stories on a more open platform of communication. So with that said, hopefully we can play this and get this piece understood properly, because there is a lot of commentary out there that's saying that, oh, it is Xavier Harrelson. It is. Well, they haven't confirmed it yet as far as this news piece is concerned.
The clothing description, what we see at the scene, is consistent with what we knew him to last be, what was reported to us that he was last wearing when he disappeared.
An active investigation in Poweshiek County. Here are the 3 things we know right now. A young person's remains were found near Lake Ponderosa. First responders say it was a grassy area, and we're told the family of Xavier Harrelson, the Montezuma boy reported missing last May, was notified today. Xavier Harrelson was last seen near his home at Spruce Village Trailer Park. That's in the northwest part of Montezuma. 3 days later, nearly 400 volunteers searching for him around Diamond Lake Park. That's about 1 mile from his home. And today, law enforcement confirms a farmer found human remains consistent with what Xavier Harrelson was wearing here, nearly 6 miles out of town. Local 5's John Diaz is live in Montezuma, and that is Xavier Harrelson's hometown. John, what can you tell us tonight?
Yeah, Samantha, investigators spent hours this afternoon and this evening processing
remains, they were discovered around 2 o'clock by a farmer who was working out in his field. And again, investigators confirming that those remains are those of an adolescent who was wearing clothes that match the description of what Xavier Harrelson was wearing when he went missing nearly 4 months ago. Now, investigators telling us that those remains had been out in that farmer's field for some time. This was an area that investigators tell us they had not yet searched on foot. They may have gone over the area by plane. And while there are obvious indications at this point that this
These commercials pop up from time to time. We'll take a handle on it as best we can. Continue the story as it unfolds. Thank you very much. My goodness, y'all are coming in through my email. Thank you.
they are
Much love
yet
to you.
ready to confirm that. We are not saying it is Xavier Harrelson at this time. There's a lot of work yet to be done at the scene here. And then, as you can imagine, the state medical examiner's office and state anthropologist has a lot of work left ahead of them in the days and weeks even to come.
And this comes after 4 months of extensive searching for Xavier Harrelson, both on foot and from the air. There has been an outpouring of support from the community. Tonight, we spoke with a family friend and the woman who first reported Xavier missing. This has been an emotional night for her.
There's not a ton, anything that I do with my children that doesn't make me think of Xavier. From sitting them down at the dinner table and dishing their dinner plate to tucking them into bed at night.
And as we mentioned, investigators did speak with Xavier Harrelson's family. They tell us that their mom obviously was crying when she received the news. But again, they tell us that they did not confirm to her that these were Xavier's remains. And of course, there is a long road ahead in this investigation. They still have to confirm who those remains belong to and, of course, how they got into that cornfield. For now, we are live in Montezuma. John Diaz, Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
All right, John, thank you. And we are continuing our team coverage now on the remains found in Poweshiek County. Joining us this evening is Mark Buckman. Mark is a crime and safety expert with 35 years experience with federal and local law enforcement. He joins us from Florida. Mark, thank you for joining us this evening. What has been your experience with missing person cases, especially of Xavier's?
Cases like that instantly, because of his age, they're taken very seriously. Obviously, they look into the child's history, whether the child was a runaway or not, along those lines, the type of environment they were living, whatever. In this case, there was immediate concern, and he was missing instantly. So in turn, that heightens everybody's awareness. There's a lot of communication between homicide people as well as missing person investigators as well, usually when that type of activity occurs.
Certainly. What are some of the challenges in these cases, especially before an autopsy is done?
Well, I mean, obviously, decomposition of a body is for that period of time is taken into consideration, and it's really tough sometimes to determine cause and manner of death. And so, right now, you have a crime scene out there, and it appears that it is Xavier, and sadly, it is. But now they're going to have to treat it like a crime scene. They're going to have to expensively rope off, quadrant off that area and look for any evidentiary things of evidence and evidentiary value.
This has been a case so touching, so deeply impactful on the community. What is the emotional impact of these missing person cases on the families?
I think it affects the entire community. Everybody has, people that have children obviously take note of it right away. Their kids coming home from school, checking in, texting, making sure they're going to the location they're supposed to, those type of things. And it's imperative the parents do that, obviously. And of course, then it's a heightened awareness with neighbors looking out for one another.
Mark, we do thank you for your time this evening. Just a heartbreaking day for so many folks. We thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
We want to get now to more details on the timeline of Xavier's disappearance. Xavier was last seen on May 27th in Montezuma. The next day, the FBI joined in the search. May 30th was Xavier's 11th birthday. He was still missing. On June 4th, the FBI created a website where the public started submitting tips and video surveillance. June 9th, a reward for information about his disappearance. Throughout the summer, several community prayer vigils and a 5K run were all done in Xavier's honor. Our team is keeping you updated online throughout the night on this, so be sure to stay connected with us. The social media channels are there on your screen.
Okay. And that is in reference to Xavier Harrelson. And then come back to the chat. That's what I got. As incredible as it is, with the news giving us an update, and I have to stand and make a correction as to what the gentleman, former investigator, had talked about. He's stating that it's confirmed that it is Xavier. However, we are still waiting for official confirmation in a news press conference that may be coming sometime this week or perhaps in another 2 weeks regarding the official confirmation and identification of Xavier Harrelson. It's sad to hear those stories, these stories like this. But you know something? We have to roll up our sleeves and we have to dig down deep. It's past the heart, folks. This is past the heart. This goes to the soul of who we are. And this is the reason, the absolute reason that we have to come together, because our children are being affected by what's happening in the world without. Something has to take place in the world within, as I spoke about. And it takes folks like Mr. Boss Blake, Miss Q Carlock, Miss Molly Golightly, Miss Tiffany Marie, Scott H., True Crimes Commentary, channels like that. And there's so many others. Miss Libby is in the house. She's covering these stories. In fact, let me show you this. See if I can share this, because this is what I got hot off the plate. We don't want that. Let me go back to screen share. Oop. See if I can find it. Hot off the plate. And I find out from other content creators covering the stories. And I go into their channels. I review their content. And I said, if there's anything that I can do to help and support, I'm there to do so. And this is also what came up on my screen. And this is direct from the news source. That's kcrg.com, 24-hour news source from ABC 9, news that's covering this case. Investigators, human remains found near Montezuma, clothing consistent with Xavier Harrelson. Powashik County, Iowa. Officials confirm that human remains found Thursday northwest of Montezuma appeared to be those of a juvenile in clothing matches the description of missing 11-year-old Xavier Harrelson. The Iowa Division of Criminal Investigations said that the Poweshiek County Sheriff's Office received a report from a farmer of human remains discovered in a field south of the intersection of Ewart Road at 110th Street. Investigators confirmed that the remains appeared to be those of a juvenile, and clothes found at the scene were similar to what Xavier Harrelson was reportedly wearing when he disappeared on May 27th, just days before his 11th birthday. Xavier was 10. It moves us in another stage of the investigation. So in that sense, we are moving forward. Poweshiek County Sheriff Thomas Kriegel of the discovery. The investigators said that the field was not in an area that had been previously searched in the month since Xavier's disappearance. They hadn't searched this specific area. Miss Q Carlock had covered this on her channel. They didn't search this area. Officials say that they were working to confirm the identification of the remains and the cause of death, but said they could not confirm it was Xavier. The Harrelson family has been contacted following Thursday's discovery. My detective talked to Sarah Harrelson, Xavier's mother, and naturally she was upset, Sheriff Kriegel said. Mitch Mortiv with the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation said the body had been in the location for a significant amount of time, and an investigation could take several weeks to confirm the identity of the body and cause of death. A family friend reported Harrelson on May 27th. He was last seen riding his bike near the home in Montezuma, where he lives with his mother just days before his 11th birthday. Investigators kept in regular contact with the Harrelson's mother, who said she had no idea where Harrelson might have gone. Friends said Harrelson acted as a caretaker for his mother, Sarah, and described him as kind and caring with her. He would often say how he needs to be with mom and help out at home and all those things. Marie Bolton, one of the teachers, said days after his disappearance. His mother pleaded for her son's safety in return in August while helping to pass out flyers. "We love you," she said. "We're not going to stop looking for you." Hundreds of people helped search the area around Montezuma in the days after Harrelson was reported missing. Community fundraisers, including a concert, collected donations for a reward fund topping $34,000 for information leading to Harrelson. His disappearance even became part of defense theories in an appeal of the Christian Bahina Rivera's conviction in the murder of Molly Tibbetts. This is a big story, folks. We need to wait for confirmation. Once we have confirmation, John Q will be investigating this case. I will be looking at it very, very carefully and bringing you updates as we go forth. Another story that came out just recently, and these stories are starting to come more and more and more. Give my little browser some time to queue it up. Thank you all for joining us. Now, I believe it was early this morning I got this. This is an Amber Alert. North Carolina mother, toddler may be headed to Georgia. Let me just get rid of this. Another story has hit our table. This is out of Clayton, North Carolina. North Carolina has issued an Amber Alert for a Raleigh area toddler who is believed to be with his mother, who is wanted for murder. The mother and son may be in Georgia, authorities said. Dior Singleton, age 2, is believed to be with his mother, 31-year-old Camille Nichelle Singleton. According to the police department in Clayton, North Carolina, Singleton is the prime suspect in the murder of her relative, 68-year-old Anita Gaither. Police said they discovered Gaither's body Thursday afternoon at her Crawford Parkway home during a welfare check. A murder warrant was taken out for Singleton by investigators. Singleton had been driving a white 2021 Chevrolet Silverado U-Haul two-door pickup truck with Arizona registration plates AL35574, but investigators say the keys to that vehicle were left in the drop box of a U-Haul outlet in Georgia. Hence, she's in Georgia. The toddler's father is currently deployed on a U.S. Navy ship out to sea. So in this case, Daddy wasn't around. Dior Singleton is described by police as being about 3 feet tall, weighing 35 pounds, with short hair and brown eyes. Camille Nichelle Singleton is described by police as being 4 foot 11 inches tall, weighing about 135 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. She may have facial acne. Investigators believe that they may be headed to Arkansas, Virginia, or the Macon County area of Georgia. Anyone who sees them should call 911 immediately. Anyone with information about this case should call and contact the Clayton Police Department at 919-553-4611. This case is breaking. This is Dior Singleton. How could this happen? What are people doing? You might ask. I gave you part of the answer when we opened up the live. It's the world without, infiltrating the world within. Mama needs to get arrested. If they found a relative of hers that is deceased because of her, and now she's on the run, hence we have another Gabby Polito case, don't we? It's incredible, but it's real. I'll be paying careful attention to the developments of this case as well. I think last but not least was a case that Miss Libby was covering on her channel. I had to go to Facebook to find the link. She was able to provide that information to me. So we'll go to Facebook and see what the posting was for another breaking case. And that is an Amber Alert case in regards to Allison Henderson. Missing since October 2nd. That's how fresh this case is, 2021. Missing from Polk County, North Carolina. Age 11, female, white. Hair color is brown. Eyes green. Height stands at 5'1", weighs 95 pounds. Allison Paige Henderson was last seen wearing a light blue shirt with butterflies on the back, blue jeans, and a yellow Croc shoes, and she has medium length hair. This is a North Carolina Amber Alert for a child abduction. Here we go. The Polk County Sheriff's Office is searching for Allison Paige Henderson. Allison Paige Henderson is an 11-year-old white female, approximately 5 foot 1 inches tall, weighing 95 pounds. She has medium length brown hair and green eyes. Allison Paige Henderson was last seen wearing a light blue shirt with butterflies on the back, blue jeans, and yellow Croc shoes. The abductor, David Neil Henderson, sounds like daddy, is described as a 38-year-old white male, approximately 5 foot 10 inches tall. He has medium length blonde hair and brown hair, blonde and brown hair, and blue eyes. They are believed to possibly be heading southbound from Polk County to Spartanburg County. If you have any information regarding this abduction, call Polk County Sheriff's Office immediately at 828-722-5032 or call 911 or the Highway Patrol. Don't hesitate. Anyone have information on this case should contact the police right away. And this is the information that I was able to get from Miss Libby. Thank you, and much love to you, Miss Libby, for covering this. She just covered this tonight. Just covered it. Much love to you, Miss Libby, for doing that just before the live. So I wanted to share with you that piece of information as it pertains to these cases that are breaking. Absolutely. Welcome, Miss Q. Carlock. I see you sneak up in here. Much love to you. They were found. Karen Campbell, thank you. Hopefully safe and alive. No additional commentary is needed. I hope so. I truly hope so. Okay, they were found. Karen Campbell is confirming at John Q that they were found. Okay. Okay. Hopefully safe. I pray and hope we get some better results out of these cases. When you handle case investigations such as the ones that we're handling, these are some tough cases, man. They get to you and you have to step away for a while. You got to get a break somewhere because it begins to tear at you, begins to make you feel some kind of way about the world. But once again, the world within is in control of the world without. And thank goodness I'm surrounded by content creators that do tap into their world within where God lives to recoup, reboot, rejuvenate, refresh and revitalize themselves to come back another day to handle these terrible cases. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see what else I wanted to share with you here. Okay, we got that. Yeah, Karen Campbell says they were found. Found. We're getting there. Phoenix Rising said, oops, I forgot. I've got no wrench. All right, well, Phoenix Rising, let's see if we can change that. Phoenix Rising, let's see if we can change that. You do very good moderation for Miss Libby, so the next time you tap up, you should be delighted. Someone says, Phoenix needs a promotion. Well, go ahead, Phoenix. Show them. Miss Lady R, much love to you. Thank you so much for joining us and supporting the chat. I see you dropping the links. That's the way to do it. Much love to you, Miss Lady R. There's Phoenix. Faith Pasqua is in the house. Do you have the SOS hand sign video? Let me see if I think I copied it. I think I copied it, Faith. Let me see. Because you had sent it to me in an email. Let's see if I can find it. Faith. And that's what content creators do. Find it here. Let's see what Faith is going to share with us. See the interactive live? This is what Table Talk has to deliver with. So now I'm just queuing it up. See if it'll play for me. But these are horrendous stories. I got to come out of here. And I got to give us some time to come up. Let's see if it'll come up and play. Sometimes the computers are a little slow. See if that'll come up right. But much love to all of you supporting tonight's Table Talk. Thank you all for joining. All right, let's see how we want to open this up. Well, it's asking me to log into TikTok, and I don't want to do that. So if I can just share it. Okay, let me see. Boop. I know what to do. I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. Hold on. I'm going to blow it up, blow it up, blow it up, blow it up. Boom. Okay, now I'm going to come back. Got all this action on. Okay, let me get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay. Bear with me. Bear with me. You know John Q. He's still working these numbers here. All right. I don't know if you can see that yet. Well, this thing just keeps playing with that, whether you want it or not. I'm just going to let it play and then do it to it. This is Faith providing the SOS hand signals that she shared with us when we talked about Classic and Sincere Pettis, aka Orson and Orrin West. If everybody can see that type of one, just so we have clarity. They were all found safe. Okay, Karen, thank you. Good. Let me see if I can get this on repeat. Oh, okay, it's going to repeat itself. Okay. And here's Faith showing us the SOS hand signals. We can teach kids. As soon as they're able to learn these hand signals as early as possible. There you go. Yeah, it seems like everybody goes live at the same time. We all do. But this is important information. Thank you, Miss Faith. And anyone that wants to get this, you can contact me. I can send it to you. Miss Faith can send it to you. Very good. Okay, so we got good good visual. Let me see if there's any sound to this. Okay, that's coming in kind of scratchy, so I'm just going to let you see it. Yes, Faith. You are appreciated for sharing this information. This is the kind of information that we all can benefit by. Any one of us who is a single parent, can begin teaching your children these important hand signals now before they get into school. If they can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they get A, B, C, D, E, F, G, they can do this. They can most certainly do this. Thank you, Brother Air Force. And thank you, Miss Faith. The important work from the world within shows up in the world without. Miss Faith is demonstrating her world within and sharing in the world without. Any child can learn how to do this safely. And when they know that there's trouble and their system goes into alert, they can begin doing this without saying a word. Help. Help. Whether they're in a car, where there's windows, whether they're in someone's home and there are windows, as long as the child can be seen, grocery store, soup, any place, gas station, they could learn these SOS hand signals and someone can capture it and know right away to call 911. Miss Faith, thank you so much for sharing. All right. We got a full house up in here. And yes, this is very important. If there's anything about table talk that we can talk about, we can learn something. We can educate ourselves. We can become more and more aware, not only in these stories, but we're going to be getting into personal one-on-one interviews, such as the table talk video shows and shares. We've had special guests on here, such as Mr. Boss Blake. We've had Miss Q Carlock. We've had Baby Mackenzie's family on our channel. We've had Scott H, content creator from Scott H Has Thoughts on his channel. We've had Miss Penny from TCC, True Crimes Commentary, on the channel. And I wanted to share with you something about this afternoon that I had seen, and it's an update, and I'll tell you exactly where to go to get it. And it will come to you in a moment. Boom. Let me know if everybody can see that by typing a 1. We had an update regarding the boys. Now, you know John Q is working. John Q is working. This is what Table Talk is about. Okay, we got ones flying. This afternoon, just before I went live, guess who was working? Mr. Duty Ron. And he had Miss Roro, biological member of the family, concerning Classic and Sincere Pettis. And if you haven't seen this video, go to Duty Ron's channel and check out the interview. There is an update. EquiSearch was out there in California, and they did do some searching. And they are busy with the investigation, thank God. So we are getting the updates that we had requested and asked for when we called. The news station, Bakersfield Police Department, it's slowly but surely coming out, and the pressure is coming from social media. And not only with social media, but from the folks, boots on the ground, like Miss Roro, Miss Crenshaw Incorporated, Mr. Steve, AV Watchman, AV News Crew, Rashawn Keep It 100, and a host of other supporters that are out there in California, Bakersfield, on the ground, keeping everything in motion. In fact, Jennifer Nobles was a part of that interview. And much love goes out to Jennifer for all of her support in regards to all the efforts that she put out there and all the noise she made concerning the billboards. It's a fantastic and intriguing interview. Please, if you haven't done so already, write it down, mark it down, go to Duty Ron's page, hit that interview that he just did around 6:30, 7 o'clock New York time. And Duty Ron is a retired new NYPD detective that has been on this case since day one and remains so. Much love goes out to Duty Ron, all of his supporters on his channel that support his channel, because this is the guy that's helping to keep this case alive. Much love to you, Mr. Duty Ron, for doing that. It's beautiful to see that we can make progress in cases that are real, in cases that are open, in cases that are in progress. We can make a difference. If we come together, we can make a difference. And it's starting to show results. And I thank goodness that I'm in good company. I'm in very good company. I wanted to share that with you. Oh, what else do I got? I know we've been going, and it is 11:30. And I want to try to keep Table Talk kind of not time restricted, but at least to a point to where we get some information, but at the same time, too, we have at least a work agenda, an action plan. What you can do is just subscribe to the folks that we're following on these cases, Miss Libby being one of them, True Crimes with Miss Libby, Miss Q Carlock on her channel. Let me see if I have anything else I wanted to share. You know me, I just keep going. No, John, don't leave, don't leave. Yes. Oh, by the way, thank you for saying that. Shayna, Deschanel. Thank you for bringing Summer Wells up. We have had a major success regarding the last live concerning Summer Wells on this channel. We covered information regarding the abduction or an arrangement. And let me tell you, if I haven't looked hard enough, and I think I did, guess what I found? I found out that live, and it was just what, 2-3 days ago, is near 10,000 views. And that's all because of you. That's a 4-hour and change video I thought no one was going to really watch. But the comments have flooded in, emails have been flooding in. Like I said, I'm going to be still working over the next couple of days, just clearing up the comments from 3 past recent videos because of everyone's support of the work we're doing. Nearly 10,000 views on the abduction or an arrangement in the last 3 days. I've never had a video go that way before. And that only shows us, that only tells us that we are getting closer and closer, not only to the truth, but hopefully it sheds some light that Summer is alive. If the motivations are correct and the information that we're getting out of it is leaning us in an area to believe that Summer is alive, thank God if she is. Because it won't be a recovery, it'll be a rescue. And I hope TBI, along with the Sheriff's Department, Hawkins County Sheriff's Department, jump on this information. I also heard, too, that Donald Wells slipped up and said something about how long Summer's hair is now. Have you all heard that? There was a video clip by Michelle After Dark from the UK who had a video, no more than maybe a minute, 2, give or take. And I heard with Donald Wells' mouth and his voice describing Summer's hair being as long as Candace's hair now. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, you heard. Okay. Yeah. How many people heard that? Just say yes if you heard it. Michelle After Dark, another content creator from the UK, put that out there. And I believe that there were several other content creators too, but she put out the shortest version. I couldn't believe it. And it made me so happy to hear that. I said, oh man, then everything that we've talked about in terms of motive may be true anyway. Could they have made Summer go missing because of an ulterior motive regarding CPS? And we brought that up in the live. I hope so, because it gives me faith to know that she is alive. And there will come a time and a point that the police get everything that they need and hone down on where she is and get her. I'm looking for that day. I'm looking for that day. One thing that kills me is one of my granddaughters is forever putting her kid's picture on Facebook. I told her not to because all of the kids going missing, killed, trafficked, I pray for their safety. I hear you, Susie. Yeah, we have to be very careful on what we expose, especially when it comes to the little ones. Especially when it comes to exposing little ones. And yes, Joyce, let that day come soon. Absolutely. We hope so. We truly hope so. That would be wonderful for us to get some good news out of all of the other stuff that's building up, starting to build up right now. Absolutely. I'm really looking for as well that day for the boys. They are working on it, thank God. I want that for them so much. I want it for Summer so much. Just like I wanted it for Xavier Harrelson. But we'll see. We'll see how that one comes out. I hope well, let's just say this. I got my prayers on Xavier Harrelson. I've got my prayers on Dior, little Dior, the new ones that are starting to come up. It's crazy. It's crazy. But thank goodness we're doing the work that needs to be done on a media platform that we can do it on. And with your help, we'll continue chipping away at the mountain. We'll continue chipping away at this big boulder, chipping away at the ice as best as we can, covering the cases that matter most to you. If you like tonight's content, I hope you do. If you truly like tonight's content, please take a moment, share the love. We're starting a platform that is about to take off, and Table Talk, with the inspiration of Mr. Boss Blake and Miss Q Carlock. They got me here. They helped me to crystallize the idea and bring it to you. And so now tonight, this is the premiere of Table Talk. So much love for all of you for coming out and joining me just for just a little bit of a sneak peek, if you will. I would call it a sneak peek. We're going to be lining up some great interviews with some content creators coming up. I've already got the first 5 interviews booked. We're going to be starting next Sunday at 10 o'clock. Table Talk will have its own specific time, New York time, 10 p.m., bar none, hands down. And then I'm going to be coming back to you with my regular Cue the Truth cases during the week. That could be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I can float around certain days that are not too busy. And then come back to you with Table Talk to discuss those videos that get released during the week. So we'll have something to talk about, along with anything new that you've discovered, anything that comes to mind. That's why I created it with the help of some very beautiful people. So yes, absolutely. John, Miss Justice says, John the other night a little candle for Summer and said, I'm sorry for whatever happened to you. And I think she came to me and said, it's okay. I'm in God's hands and I'm swimming. Miss Justice. Deep. Thank you, love, for making that comment. Thank you for making that post. There are a number of us that have been having dreams about Summer too. Yeah. It's incredible. We can get so deep in a case that we physically and spiritually absorb that energy, searching for the truth about it. And in our dreams, they come back to us. Some of them very vivid enough to wake you up to remember them. And if that's what happened to you, Miss Justice, much love to you for sharing that. Much love for you for sharing that. because that's what it's about. When you can keep these little ones so close and think of them constantly on a day-to-day basis and almost feel their presence. Yeah. Your spirit is touched, and it only wants justice. It only wants the right thing to happen for it. And we hope and pray that those right things happen. I had a comment up here. Hold on. I didn't want to miss your comment. AP, thank you, Mr. John Q. Mods and all, remember we are all more powerful as a team than set against one another. Love is greater than hate. Hugs to you all tonight and always. Thank you, AP. Thank you. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. I also want to get to give a shout out. Y'all been busy behind the scenes over there. So I'm like, okay, what's going on over here? So y'all got my phone going crazy over here. So I got to find out what this business is. Let me see. Y'all been emailing me? Well, I'm starting to get some emails from you. Let's see what they are. Thank you, Miss Q. Mr. Bossman was in the chat. Oh, yeah. My brother. Let me open up. See how these emails just get crazy here. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, much love to you, too. Mr. Kenny Earl sent in a beautiful Cash App. Mr. Kenny Earl. Well, thank you, my brother. I've had Kenny on my platform. We discovered some things in the Cash Gurnan case. Thank you for that gift. My goodness. Okay. Kenny Earl, we'll get back to chatting about Cash Gurnan because I'm coming back with some updates. I've just been scooping them together. But thank you, my brother. Thank you for dropping some love tonight. And we got another one in here. Okay. Millie Boricua. ¿Cómo está usted? Oh my goodness, another sweet Cash App. Well, thank you. Millie Boricua. Thank you, love. Wow. That is incredible. And we're just getting started. We are just getting started. Much love to you, Miss Millie. Much love to you, Mr. Kenny Earl, for sharing your love and spending your time in a very important area that we need to, at least while we're online, at least come to some kind of a connection. Some kind of contact. And let it be positive, as it should. Because these little gifts and donations that you provide for this channel will only take it and apply it to those things that do develop, and this channel can then therefore support other channels or other GoFundMes or other reward fundings and things of that nature as it applies to the missing children and these terrible cases that do come up from time to time. We can collectively together as a channel make a contribution there too, and post it so that you could see it, because I'll be the one turning around and advertising where the post is. So that's what Table Talk and Cue the Truth is designed for. So much love to those that have sent these beautiful Cash Apps to us tonight. We certainly appreciate you. We've got Hardson here. My goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh, I just wanted to share one more thing with you. You know something? I was talking about Boss Blake earlier. I came across a beautiful piece he did. I want to share with you because next week, Sunday, Mr. Boss Blake is going to join us for a one-on-one interview session on Table Talk. I wanted to share this with you because I said, oh, yes, he did it. Let me see if I can find it and share it with you. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's just give me a moment. Yeah, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. That is where I'm going. Let me see where it's. I think I can do it from here. Okay. Let me see if I did that right. Find the post. Find the post. Yes, much love. I see the hearts in the room and everything. Absolutely. Let me go back here and see if we are where we're supposed to be. All right, we're not. So I got to go back. Let me just do this and get it over with. A little bit simpler. Okay, here we go. I know you'll see it. I know you'll see it now. I'm bringing it up. Give me a second. Give me a quick hot second. Things are happening. Okay. Here we go. All right. So we have Mr. Boss Blake, his page, and the song I want to share with you. I heard, and I'm going to share it with you. Much love to Mr. Boss Blake. I know you're going to like this, folks. It's hot. It's solid. Without any further ado, Mr. Boss Blake.
It's like we losing our people every day. Cause anywhere that we go, we ain't safe. Came such a long life. They talk about wearing masks, but we must pray. Our people are fading away. Sick of dealing with this nonsense. I'm really thinking Satan's appetite is bottomless. Yeah, he tried it then, but we gon' get up out of this. Satan, you a coward and the government is siding with him. But one thing about it, my God is merciful, true. And two things about it, he's still working for. You took my mom, you took a whole lot of black women. Now we behind this, gonna take some time to get back in it. Yeah, we black, but are we that different? To send a virus to our people to make them go missing. It's like they trying to keep my people sitting in detention. They put this virus on this earth, but they forgot to mention. I really need my spiritual people to listen. Cause this is only the beginning, this is never ending. And for my people in my cities, know I'm riding with you. And I'm riding to the end. It's like we losing our people every day. Cause anywhere that we go, we ain't safe. It became such a long life. They talk about wearing masks, but we must pray. Our people are fading away.
It's time to pray. In this time
mistake. Gotta dig deep down for faith, cause I know a lot of people that done lost their way, had it lost their faith. God, if it gon' come down, right now it's time. Everybody around me dying, cause I'm tired of crying. I don't wanna give up and don't believe. I'm trying. My brother from another mother lost his brother, and that same brother from another mother lost his mother. That make us ask you why. We died, to turn the thunder and rain. We still on earth, we got days. Still gotta keep on wishing and maintain. I believe it's a better place than this earth we on. I'm feeling like boom. I hope we see y'all at the crossroads. I know for sure we could be in a better place than this state. I would take off and try to get to the front gates, and I hope I got a space. And we pray, and we pray, and we pray, and we pray every day, every day, every day, every day to stay strong and move on. Cause we ain't got no place that we can go and escape. Our heads, let's pray.
Losing our people every day. Cause anywhere that we go, we ain't safe. It became such a long line as they wait at the gate. They talk about wearing masks, but we must pray. Our people are fading away.
Yes. This beat is from BTBG Music Group. Power Over the Enemy. Mr. Boss Blake featuring Crucial K. You gotta get over to the channel. There's a whole lot more that you gotta get to hooked up with. Thank you, Mr. Boss Blake. Solid. Absolutely solid. Thank you, brother. I want to just throw that up there just to let people know where we're coming from on our channel. Mr. Boss Blake's channel. Please subscribe. He's got a whole lot more than you realize. His birthday is this month. My birthday is this month. And we're going to do a special, I'm thinking about it. I'll end up calling him and say, you know something? I got something I want to do. And he'll say, okay, John, what? That's the kind of guy he is. Spontaneous, in the flow, in the moment. And he delivers big. Mr. Boss Blake. He'll be joining us on Table Talk. Yeah, and he's about to release Boss 2 coming up. But I'll let him tell you about that, along with a score series of beautiful music that, hey, if it fits, you know where to go. You know where to go. Well, with that said, I wanted to share that with you. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me tonight on Table Talk. We covered a little bit of information as to where we're going with our schedule. Next Sunday night, 10 p.m., Table Talk. And either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, we'll be covering casework. I'll be going back to the Summer Wells case. I'll be giving an update on the Cash Gernon case, because there's some things coming up out of that. Then we're going to swing back to our boys, because there's some things coming out of that. Don't forget to visit Duty Ron on his channel. He's got some things brewing up over there. And support those content creators that cue the truth. Cue the truth. Oh, yeah. So with that said, let's see. Y'all got me busy and working tonight. Oh, no, don't shut down. Thank you, AP. Thank you. My goodness. I got much love for the folks that I surround myself with here on our platforms. We can make good of it. We can do good of it. We can be good at it if we focus our attention on it. It's not so much what happens in the world without. That we get. It really goes down to what's happening in the world within. The world within you. It's inside of you. say a prayer for yourself, and then spread that love when you get up. That's the way we rock. That's the way we're gonna rock. And with that said, we're gonna close out like we opened up, and I'll see you next time, next week on Table Talk. Much love.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to John Q's Table Talk. Let's go. Here at Table Talk, everybody's opinions matter, because we only here for one reason, and that's the truth. Cue the truth! So many cases we've been faced, so many kids that have been taken. You got ours and you got on. Some more wells I just can't take. We never see John hesitate. A hard to go you can't replace. So Table Talk gon' be the place where we break down all the basics. You don't need no reservation, open mind, a little face. That's why we work another case. Kids go missing every day. We know the news, they do their thing, but John gon' come through in the pain. But this is a show for all of us, so let us know just what you think. For Table Talk, it's time to go to work. Let the people know that John is going live. It's time for Table Talk. Yeah. It's time for Table Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Mr. John Q. Y'all show him some love, man. Yeah. Let's go to work tonight.